back to my channel. Today we will be doing something a little fun. So this has actually been somewhat requested in one way or another multiple times, and I am really excited to do it this round, and I feel like I need to do it this round since it's technically my last year as a student participating in coursework. So I will be sharing all of my favorite school/work bags and how I've used them. So if you're new to my channel, I am a grad student. I am earning my doctorate. I just finished my last residency. But I also I work professionally as well. I've worked throughout my entire academic journey, for the most part, except for like 1 year during my master's. And so I've used multiple totes. I am not a backpack person. I don't know. I just don't like it. I've always loved totes, even in high school. Once I started wearing purses, I never used a backpack like in high school. I think since middle school, I've always used bags since I got my first like Coach bag in like 7th grade, from the outlet, which full circle as we go through this video. But yeah, I've always been a tote person. I've always liked carrying everything around in a tote, and they're so versatile. You can use them for so many different things. And so really want to do this video, touch over, these are all of my totes in my collection. I will have an updated handbag video soon because yes, I have sold a few. And I've added some, of course. I think I'll have full unboxing videos of the Marc Jacobs and the Coach because they're newer. I don't know exactly where this is going up. I want to try it and like get this uploaded mid-month because it's back to school time frame, so it's still relevant. But I know it's a little delayed and I apologize, but because of residency and school, I had to delay this. But I am glad because while I was at residency, I ended up getting new totes that we're adding in this video. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. And I want to start with the Neverfull. So I know we're talking about like bags that you can use for school and for work. And so I think the Neverfull is such a great bag. However, I also know that unless you go to the University of Alabama and rushing a sorority, you probably don't have the means if you're not on Rush Talk. I think you know what I'm talking about if you are. But you probably can't afford a Louis Vuitton. Or if you can, that's great if you save up. So I ended up getting my Louis Vuitton during my bachelor's, but again, I worked and I had a commission-based job. So I was able to get one and I loved it. But I used Coach bags, and even now, like I use different types of bags. As y'all know, I use all of these equally. I will say Neverfull is an investment piece when you're that young, but I think it works out dividends, right? Like at this point now, I've probably had this about 10 years, which kind of makes me feel old to say, but I think I've had it like approaching, maybe not 10, maybe like 8, but still, it still looks great. I still love it just as much. It's one of those like classic pieces, and now they're hard to get, but I do think this is probably one of the best bags. I personally like the monogram. I also love that you can use it for travel. So I think this one's very like great for work based on what your job is, travel, and school. I will say because of the monogram is loud, I would recommend maybe doing like the EPI leather, even like the black monogram, something a little more discreet. Of course, this was like my dream bag at the time, right? Like I think everybody wants a Neverfull as their first bag. But especially since I was a student and working, this was like the perfect bag. And I, again, love using it for travel too. It's very versatile. But if I had to do it again, yes, I would buy it. But I would probably also realize that I got these other bags just because there are times where I don't want to have as loud of a bag, right? So Neverfull, definitely worth it. Definitely consider the type, like the style that you get and where you're going to be at. Like professionally now, I would never use this again for work. I keep it more towards everyday use, travel, different things like that. So just keeping stuff like that in mind. That is the Neverfull. Again, tried and true. Let's stick on with Louis Vuitton. So as y'all know, I've been into vintage pieces lately. And if you want a Louis Vuitton, right, kind of like we were talking about, but you don't want a Neverfull, or you can't afford a Neverfull, vintage pieces are absolutely amazing. I absolutely love them. I got this bag for I think under 200. It's a vintage Louis Vuitton EPI leather agenda. It fits all of my bags, of course, fit my MacBook Pro, as well as I have like dedicated videos. I'll link the playlist down below for all of my like what's in my bag, so y'all can see how I use them and what exactly fits. But every bag I'm showing in this video will fit your planner, your like a bag for chargers, your wallet, your notebook, whatever you need, all the essentials for school. With that being said, I absolutely love this one. You can find a vintage piece on Fashion File, on eBay. You can still get the designer look, feel, and I think the vintage bags are in better condition than, I think we all know that they're better condition than the newer ones. But something like this, like it was $200, and I mean, tell me that you don't think that this is essentially brand new. Like, it's in incredible condition. So I highly recommend also checking out the vintage site. There's the Louis Vuitton Noe bag. I think it's more like a bucket bag, but I know you can use that as a tote. You can find different like sacks, and I think there's just so many different styles. So I would definitely, you know, go down that avenue if you want a designer bag. And then also you won't see it as much as you see in Neverfull, right? Like you see a Neverfull everywhere. Again, I love the bag. We all love the bag. But if you want something a little bit more unique and original and still designer at a good price, highly recommend the vintage route. So I really love this bag. I use it for now work as well, and I just think it's absolutely incredible, and it holds everything that I need to hold, including my laptop and all of the essentials. So definitely recommend that route. A newer bag is this Marc Jacobs tote. So I literally just got this. I love Marc Jacobs. There's also, of course, the tried and true tote bag. I personally only have the mini in the teddy style. I don't honestly want the tote bag. I think to me that's like the new Neverfull, but at least with the Neverfull I always wanted that bag and I loved it. So I don't know, if you want something a little different, I got this at the outlet. They also have it at like Nordstrom Rack and Saks Off 5th. You can get them for under $300. They also have a vertical option. I have a video of that bag as well. This is my favorite style because it has a laptop holder. So I think this is probably one of the best totes that I'm sharing with you if for school and for work, just because you have that dedicated compartment. And then it's definitely a bag that you can dress up or down, right? Like I wore a blazer with it. I also wore like a t-shirt dress with it. I just think it's so versatile. What I really love about this colorway is you have tan, you have nude, you have white, you have black. It matches any type of like professional shoe or belt that you may have. And it holds all of the essentials. So this I think is also a really great favorite as well. Then we have another newer bag. So I purchased this the same time I purchased the Marc Jacobs bag. This is the Nina carryall from Coach Outlet. So I really wanted this video to be a wide range, right? So you don't have to go to a boutique and buy a brand new bag. You can find different options. I think the outlets have amazing bags at great qualities. I know people talk about how like outlet isn't as good as the boutique quality, but for what you're paying, you're definitely getting your money's worth. Outlet bags still have a pretty decent resale value, especially for what you pay, and especially since you can find some from some fine price, fine bags at a really great deal, right? So this bag, I think right now retails for around $200, but they definitely have totes and backpacks for like $100 at the outlet. You can definitely take advantage of their sales, and you find great quality designer bags. Like I'm absolutely in love with this bag. So much so that I also want to get it in black, but it can hold 2 laptops in each of these side compartments. You have all this space. I love the organization. I think this is a great option. I also think this is such a nice bag for work as well. I will be using this primarily for work. It will look great with my nude and taupe shoes. I think it's perfect for year round too. I love Croc. I think Croc just kind of elevates an outfit, but you can still use it for like casual, well, somewhat casual, right? But I think for work, it's like a professional play on totes and bags. And that's why I really like a Croc design. But I think I'm in love with this bag. I'm obsessed with this bag. The moment I saw it, I literally grabbed it. But I think it's just so versatile. I think it's also great for travel too, because you can organize all of your tech. If you need to like take out your laptop and everything through TSA, you can just quickly unzip, take it out, and throw it back in. It's not as protected as in like with that Marc Jacobs one, but it's still a great option. And then again, Coach just has so many different carry-all options. I've had in the past a white tote from Coach that has a similar laptop compartment. So if you're looking for that, there's just so many different options. I'll link these bags and then some other recommended ones below in addition to those videos if y'all are looking for a new tote bag. And last step is actually the Gucci Diana. So I just wanted to include this because I wanted to share all of my totes. I wouldn't recommend this for like every day going to school. Again, you can find vintage Gucci bags for under $200-300. This one I had to clean out, but I absolutely love it. A laptop will stick out, but it technically fits in here. You can also fit an iPad. I know a lot of people prefer bringing an iPad with them, so that'll definitely fit in here. I wanted to provide all types of options for different students. But what I really like about this bag is that it's just a classic, right? Like this is a classic like designer piece. I love the vintage again, but this is something too that you can use for more than just work or school, right? Like I carry this around just for like everyday shopping. Whenever I want to carry some more things, if I'm bringing a jacket or a sweater and I just want to throw it in here, I'll typically just grab a tote. So wanted to include it just to share all of the totes and different options, but also just in case you are those persons who might not want, you know, like a carry-all style tote, but you really wanted just a nicer tote to take with you. So yeah, other than that, that is going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching.